What's up, guys? This is Laurie XPS playing once again on the pay-to-win Skyblock server that people paid me to play on. Nah, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the Unity. Hey yo, pretty people, my name is Laurie XPS and welcome to Minecraft on the Unity SMP. Friends, in the previous episode we discovered this guy and his beautiful mending trade for 30 emeralds. And that's amazing! That is the turning point in the history of the server. This is great for everybody involved, mostly me, but for everybody else too. But, however, at this point in time, we found ourselves kind of stuck. You see, 30 emeralds, it's not that much, right? It's not that much, but it's not that much once. If you realize that mending has to be applied to every tool, which is 5 tools by person. Okay, 4 tools if you don't count stupid ones. So 4 tools by person, plus 4 pieces of your armor, plus elytra. Once we get to there, that's already 9 books. Multiply that by 30 emeralds and we get 270 emeralds for a single person to be fully stocked with all the mending he could ever want. And that is if that person won't just randomly drop into lava at some point and lose all of his cool gear. So to prevent that, or well, to make all of that way easier, this is where we shall be kind of making a turning point, okay? Basically doing a turning point in this series from my personal perspective. You see, up until this point, we've been just basically running around with our naked butt, getting stuff from everywhere and nowhere in particular. Just basically berry picking, like the cavemen that we are. From here on out, welcome to Industrial Revolution, my friends. This is where we will start capitalizing on everybody's trades with automated farms that will provide us with the things basically 24/7, or at the very least as long as we can AFK next to them. So to do all that, first things first, we will need something pretty hardcore. Basically, yeah, very much heavy metal. And yes, of course, I'm talking about iron. In this episode, we shall be making our first iron farm of this server. And it will be all mine, because I deserve it. Seriously, guys, I'm not sharing. Hugh! The iron farm that I decided to go with is the one suggested by Grua Guy in his basically tutorial, simple and cheap iron farm. The link will be in the description, so don't you worry. And I'm pretty sure that the range of a door of a village for Minecraft Bedrock Edition and the regular Minecraft is approximately 40 blocks, 40 to 60, maximum 100, meaning that in 100 block radius, if there's any door, this might screw up my thing. However, it is actually, as far as I know, a spherical radius, isn't it? Or maybe it isn't, I don't quite remember, so don't quote me on that. In fact, I never really promised you that I'm a proper redstone, or did I? But my point being is that right now we will be placing this thing basically on top of my thing, on top of my little trading booth, right? But here's the thing. None of my trading booths actually use doors, and by placing the iron farm in like in the sky, 64 blocks on top of the sky, I am basically guaranteeing that no one else will be able to interfere with my silly thing, with my iron farm, by placing any doors in their houses either. So yeah, don't you worry, your little sleepy heads, guys. We will, no matter where you place your silly houses, no matter what you do, you won't be able to screw up my industrial empire that I'm already raising. Am I too super villainy lately? Is it just me? Anyway, we need a 16 by 16 thing. A slab, basically. Just right here, right now. Let's do that. Yeah, I thought to myself, I should totally build this iron farm on the cloud level. Specifically on the cloud level. That won't get annoying in like 5 minutes at all. Yeah, of course, with how kind of limited Bedrock Edition is YouTube-wise, it's not like I can really time-lapse this, because I can't really run 2 instances on one PC, and I'm sorry, I left my other much more powerful recording PC in my other pants. So, yeah, you have to trust me. Yeah, trust my word that I've built this, and you'll also have to trust my word that this is basically the first phase of the entire build. You'll have to make 2 16 by 16 platforms 4 blocks apart from each other and surround them with those half slabs that I've been placing all over the place. All that's left to do is basically the rest of the build, which, again, tutorial in the description, so I don't really know how much it would make sense to show on camera. But at the same time, I feel that you are obviously right now sitting there in your chairs, just looking forward to when Zlo will scream and swear and be pissed off when he has to pull actual villagers up here. Because, you know, that's how Minecraft Iron Farm works. You need to create an artificial village that will be powerful enough to spawn a golem. And yeah, this design would require just 2 to begin with, if you are willing to wait for them to breed up. But the problem is that even those 2 need to get up here somehow. And you know what? I'm pretty sure I can make them get up here the exact same way I'm doing it right now. Okay, buddy, I know you can climb ladders, so see that ladder there? You're gonna go up there, and you're gonna take a friend with you, and you're gonna make golems. Yes, for the entirety of your life. I don't care if you want or not, dude. Seriously, you're going in. Well, would you look at that? How far we can come with just a little bit of persuasion. See? This is how you make iron farms without using a water elevator. Yep. Much more convenient, if you ask me. Okay, we got our 2 iron villages to start our artificial iron village with. Those are the spaces you see right next to the villager holding cell and on the other side of it. Gru advises you to fill those with doors, because without doors it will not work. That's how logic works. However, after we fill them with doors, and that I should be able to just do right now because I have spruce wood only, we will need to breed the villagers up to the amount of 10. Once we have 10 villagers, as far as I recall, that's when the golems shall be spawning, and then with water streams we'll push them all the way down here. That's the plan, that's the idea, but the hiccup here is that to get those 2 guys breeding up and creating the artificial village all the way to the 10 villagers, we will need, according to Grua once again, 8 stacks of some sort of food. In our case, carrots, because they already have carrots in their inventory. So yeah, that is a problem. Or at least it would be a problem if recently we haven't received a shipment of 9 stacks of bones from Animus. Yeah, I got discovered, guys. Let me go fetch it. My only regret is not making a time lapse of this episode. Oh, and speaking of things other people gave me, thank you for the fortune book you gave me, Android Hat. Well, Android Miner, I'm pretty sure, I'm assuming. And look, she gave me 5 diamonds! Yay! And a golden apple. Android, you are very generous. That book was no problem at all. At some point behind the scenes, I gave her like a Fortune 2 book from my Fortune 2 villager, who, by the way, while I'm talking about it, is not there anymore. I have no idea how he died, and I only have like it only goes so far as to like speculation, but his boat was poking in tiny bit through the fence gate, so I'm assuming that a zombie got too close to him, kind of hit a boat with his leg, got into the boat, so he teleported inside of the thing and just ate him. That's my version of the events, and I'm sticking with it. But whatever, really, we have an entire villager breeder of him nowadays. Plus, I actually got a librarian who will sell a fortune free book for 31 emerald too. So yeah, you can kind of guess that I'm not really bothered with him dying, even though he was kind of the first guy to be healed by the by the gym nurse. Oh well, the healthcare does not save you from the highwaymen. And if you're wondering how am I gonna convert all of that bone meal back into carrots, well, let me introduce you to Laurie XPS terrible yet still somehow walking Nana farm. Boop. Boop. Boop, I said. Excitement! And would you look at that, we already have our first iron golem. Oh yeah, this guy will be incredibly useful once we should be able to, you know, get rid of him. I have no idea why he spawned, because these guys have not been breeding, so I'm guessing that the village up here can actually reach the villagers down there, but whatever, I don't even care. When I'll be building the rest of village farm reliant farms, I will be basically placing them far away from here for sure, like far enough away. So it is not bothering me in the slightest. For now, we need to set up a water system that will push the golems in the middle of it. And oh my god, we have the second one! That is amazing! That's great! So yeah, we will need to push the golems all the way to the hole down here, after which they will be dropping all the way down to the thing, to the collection point, through a chute that I also am yet to figure out and place. And once it's placed, we will have ourselves a nice iron foundry. Well, it's not a foundry, it's a singular farm. The foundry is a term for a much larger golem farm, but whatever, you get my point. We'll have a smokestack that is producing iron for us, and that's all that really matters, and it's all I really want. Now, for the first time, I actually am tempted to just kill the golems using my looting free sword, because that way I will get more iron than just, you know, if they just die. But once I'll be logging off from the server, I should, absolutely should, switch this to full-on AFK mode, because if I don't, there is a risk that we will get too many golems and the server will lag. So yeah, that might be a bit of a conundrum. That's something for me to remember and to do. So that there basically clears out, like gets rid of the problem as to what to sell to the blacksmith villagers. Except the blacksmith villagers have one more trade, the trade for natural coal, that I don't quite have a way of dealing with, or so you would think, considering what kind of farms I do and do not have. However, this is a server we're playing on, so when it comes to natural coal, trust me, I have a guy. You got the stuff?
Yeah, I got the stuff, man.
You sure you haven't been followed?
I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Right. Do it quick.
Alright.
I can't be seen here. Alright. Later. I gotta go. I was never here.
And so with that golem right there, we can rest assured that the farm does indeed work. Here, there on top of it is another one. Honestly, no idea why he's falling. He's apparently really good at... No, here he comes. Yeah, just in a second. Anyway, yeah, the golems are pouring in, which means that the farm is ultimately working. I am a tiny bit afraid that it is, after all, keeping track of those villagers right here, but it doesn't really matter, because you'll see in the next episode that we will be moving this trading area too, away from the farm. For now, there is no collection area for the golems. There is no collection area for the golems just yet. I'm not killing them manually though, mind you, because you see, I remember that in Minecraft there is this hidden mechanic with the village called reputation, and the more golems, the more villagers you kill, the worse your reputation goes in that village. And if your reputation is way too low, or just reputation of the village is way too low, then at one point golems just won't spawn in it, and that nobody wants that. We want instead for there to be a healthy supply of golems and a healthy supply of villagers too, even if they like to keep pets, despite me specifically stating in the rent contract that no pets are allowed. Yeah, I know that there is no rent contract. That was a goof. One way or another, guys, thank you everybody so much for watching. Why is there a fisherman in here? You know what, you can stay. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been Laurie XP. This has been the Unity SMP. In the next videos we will sort out our little villager holding cells. We need a brand new villager breeder that I already have a schematic for, and we need to create some farms that will be useful for our conquest, basically, for the trading with the villagers for emeralds, such as, of course, the melon farm, the pumpkin farm, the carrot and potato farm. Basically, our goal here is to farm everything that we can sell, and that includes even sugarcane and all that cool stuff. So, my friends, this has been it for this video though. Thank you once again so much for watching. Do we continue it? Have a good one. Bye bye.